The iconic pop group, BeeGees, faced profound devastation following the tragic demise of Maurice Gibb. The circumstances surrounding Maurice's death are particularly poignant, as it was attributed to medical negligence rather than an unavoidable fate. The incompetence of the hospital led to delays in treatment that could have prolonged Maurice's life, allowing him to continue contributing to the BeeGees. The day Maurice passed away marked a catastrophic moment for the BeeGees, leaving the two remaining members emotionally drained and devoid of the energy required to sustain their careers. The significant impact Maurice Gibb had on the BeeGees and the unjust hand that life dealt him are explored in detail in this video. The BeeGees, consisting of Maurice Gibb, his twin Robin, and older brother Barry, emerged as iconic figures in the world of music, tracing their roots back to an early age immersed in the entertainment industry. The trio's journey into showbiz commenced in their adopted homeland of Australia, where Maurice Gibb, the youngest of the three, showcased his precocious talent at the tender age of 9. Remarkably, this marked the inception of their lifelong musical odyssey. A pivotal moment in the BeeGees' early career occurred when, at the age of 9, Maurice and his brothers not only became the hosts of a television program, but also ventured into the world of recording with the release of their debut single. This early start set the stage for a trajectory that would see the BeeGees evolve into one of the most successful and enduring musical acts of their time. The Gibb brothers hailed from a lineage deeply steeped in music, with their father, Hugh Gibb, contributing significantly as a drummer and bandleader. The family's musical heritage laid a solid foundation for the siblings to explore and cultivate their innate musical talents. While the expectation of a career in music may have been inherent, what transpired exceeded all expectations, propelling Maurice and his brothers to unprecedented heights in the music industry. The BeeGees' ascent to stardom was marked by a unique blend of harmonies, innovative songwriting, and an eclectic musical style that traversed genres. From their humble beginnings in Australia to international acclaim, the BeeGees' success story became synonymous with their ability to adapt and reinvent themselves, showcasing not only their musical prowess, but also their resilience in an ever-changing industry. The BeeGees boasts a staggering record of over 220 million records sold worldwide, as reported by This Day in Music. This remarkable achievement solidifies their status as one of the best-selling music acts in history, a testament to the enduring appeal of their distinctive sound and prolific songwriting. The apex of the BeeGees' success materialized in 1978, a year that witnessed an unprecedented dominance on the Billboard Hot 100 charts. Astoundingly, at their peak, an impressive 9 songs written and/or performed by the Gibb brothers graced this coveted chart simultaneously. This unparalleled achievement not only showcased the group's unparalleled musical prowess, but also underscored their ability to captivate audiences across diverse genres and styles. The BeeGees' musical journey traversed different eras, contributing significantly to the evolving landscape of popular music. In the late 1960s, amid the psychedelic era, the BeeGees carved a niche for themselves with their innovative and melodic compositions, earning critical acclaim and a dedicated fan base. Their transition into the 1970s saw them seamlessly adapt to the changing musical landscape, embracing the soft rock and disco stylings that defined the era. The 1970s, in particular, marked a pivotal period for the BeeGees, characterized by a string of chart-topping hits and an influential role in shaping the disco movement. Albums like Saturday Night Fever, featuring the iconic soundtrack that included hits like Stayin' Alive and How Deep Is Your Love, catapulted the BeeGees to unparalleled heights of success. Their infectious melodies, impeccable harmonies, and lyrical depth resonated not only with disco enthusiasts, but with a global audience, earning them universal acclaim. The path to fame and fortune in the music industry, while rewarding, often comes with its own set of challenges and pitfalls. For Maurice Gibb, a member of the illustrious BeeGees, the trappings of success took an unexpected toll on his personal life. Following the commercial breakthrough of the BeeGees in the late 1960s, Maurice found himself caught in the whirlwind of the stereotypical rock star lifestyle, characterized by late-night revelry and a partying ethos. This newfound lifestyle strained Maurice's relationships, not only with his brothers, Robin and Barry, with whom he shared the stage and creative endeavors, but also with his first wife. The demands of fame and the pressures associated with the music industry often took a toll on personal relationships, and Maurice experienced firsthand the challenges of balancing a burgeoning career with the complexities of family life. Adding another layer of complexity to the Gibb family narrative was the presence of a fourth brother, Andy Gibb. Andy, while not a member of the BeeGees trio, embarked on a successful solo career, achieving considerable acclaim with hits like I Just Want to Be Your Everything and Shadow Dancing. However, his journey was marred by struggles with substance abuse, ultimately leading to his premature death in 1988. The loss of Andy cast a shadow over the Gibb family, highlighting the harsh realities that can accompany the glitz and glamour of the music industry. Tragedy struck the Gibb family once again in January 2003 when Maurice Gibb underwent surgery to address an intestinal blockage. Despite the hope that this medical intervention would lead to a full recovery, Maurice never walked out of the hospital. The sudden and untimely passing of Maurice Gibb marked the end of an era for the BeeGees and left a void in the hearts of fans worldwide. Maurice Gibb's tragic demise unfolded as a result of a medical condition that went undetected for much of his life. According to the South Florida Sun-Sentinel, the 53-year-old singer met his untimely end due to a small intestine that had twisted itself into a knot, causing a severe blockage and cutting off blood flow to his bowels. The intricate details revealed during the autopsy shed light on the underlying complexities that contributed to the dire circumstances surrounding Maurice's health. Remarkably, the autopsy unveiled that Maurice Gibb had been born with a malformed intestine, a congenital anomaly that, in certain situations, can pose life-threatening risks. This revelation added a layer of complexity to the narrative, indicating that the challenges Maurice faced were not solely the result of external factors, but, in part, were rooted in a condition present from birth. The fateful events leading to Maurice's passing began on January 9, 2003, when he collapsed in his home. Subsequently, he was rushed to the hospital for urgent medical attention. Biography recounts that 3 days later, on the precipice of undergoing emergency abdominal surgery to address the intestinal blockage, Maurice suffered a heart attack. Despite this unexpected setback, the gravity of the blockage necessitated proceeding with the surgery. Dr. Jeffrey Raskin, interim chief of gastroenterology at the University of Miami Medical School, provided crucial insights into the medical complexities surrounding Maurice Gibb's tragic death. According to the South Florida Sun-Sentinel, Dr. Raskin emphasized that individuals with Maurice's congenital condition can lead relatively symptom-free lives into middle age or experience intermittent minor issues. However, in Maurice's case, the condition culminated in a catastrophic event, revealing the unpredictability inherent in such medical scenarios. The autopsy conducted on Maurice Gibb further illuminated the severity of his condition. Surgeons discovered and removed sections of the small intestine during the procedure, pointing to a segment of the bowel that had succumbed to a lack of blood supply and, as a consequence, had died. Dr. Raskin, who was not directly involved in Maurice's case, explained that when the bowel is deprived of blood for an extended period, it can result in tissue rupture, leading to the release of waste into the abdominal cavity. This perilous situation can potentially give rise to life-threatening infections, underscoring the urgency and gravity of Maurice's medical emergency. The autopsy findings also unveiled a secondary issue that likely contributed to Maurice's health crisis. A 60% blockage in a blood vessel leading to the heart was identified, prompting doctors to theorize that this vascular obstruction might have been the catalyst for the heart attack suffered by Maurice. This revelation added another layer of complexity to the medical narrative, emphasizing the interconnected nature of various health factors that converged in a tragic culmination. Following the tragic passing of Maurice Gibb, Barry and Robin Gibb, his surviving brothers, undertook the emotionally charged task of seeking legal counsel to scrutinize the circumstances surrounding Maurice's untimely death. The Scotsman reported that the siblings, undoubtedly grappling with grief and shock, took the step to consult lawyers in the wake of their profound loss. Robin Gibb, expressing a profound mix of grief and frustration, conveyed his emotions regarding the hospital's role in Maurice's demise. In a candid statement, he revealed, "There is a tremendous amount of anger, and the hospital is not off the hook. The lawyers are looking into it. They have been since the day it happened because his death was totally preventable." This assertion hinted at the belief that Maurice's passing could have been averted with timely and appropriate medical intervention. The decision to involve legal experts suggested a pursuit of accountability and a quest for answers regarding the circumstances leading to Maurice's death. The brothers' recourse to legal channels underscored the gravity of their concerns and the need to ascertain whether any lapses in medical care had occurred during Maurice's treatment. The statement by Robin Gibb not only reflected the deep emotional toll the loss had taken on the family, but also hinted at a commitment to unraveling the details surrounding Maurice's medical care. The notion that his death was totally preventable suggested a conviction that Maurice's passing might have been avoidable under different circumstances, adding a layer of complexity and urgency to the family's pursuit of truth and justice. Despite the expressed anger towards Mount Sinai Hospital in Miami, a significant development unfolded as Maurice's widow, Yvonne Gibb, chose to settle with the hospital out of court. The Scotsman reported that Yvonne Gibb made a conscious decision not to pursue a legal lawsuit against the hospital, opting instead for a settlement. Her rationale, as articulated in the report, reflected a sentiment that suing would be so American, indicating a preference for a resolution that transcended the often contentious nature of legal proceedings. According to RMFW law, the hospital acknowledged culpability in Maurice Gibb's death as part of the settlement agreement. The decision to accept responsibility pointed to an acknowledgement on the part of Mount Sinai Hospital that certain lapses had occurred in the medical care provided to Maurice, culminating in the tragic outcome. The lawsuit brought forth several critical allegations regarding the hospital's handling of Maurice Gibb's medical situation. According to medical malpractice reports, the legal action contended that the hospital failed to recognize signs that Maurice's intestines were twisted, a condition that ultimately led to the blockage and severe complications. Additionally, the lawsuit asserted that the hospital was ill-prepared to resuscitate Maurice when he went into cardiac arrest, with doctors reportedly taking 10 minutes to locate the necessary equipment for the life-saving procedure. However, despite their evident anger towards Mount Sinai Hospital in Miami, surviving brothers Robin and Barry Gibb found themselves compelled to accept the decision of Maurice's widow, Yvonne Gibb, who opted for a settlement with the hospital rather than pursuing a legal lawsuit. This decision was made in the face of the acknowledgement that Maurice's death was preventable, underscoring the difficulty the family faced in navigating the complex emotions surrounding the loss. The brothers, Robin and Barry, expressed a desire for justice and the opportunity to hold the hospital accountable for the preventable nature of Maurice's death. However, they ultimately respected Yvonne's choice to settle out of court, recognizing her perspective on the matter. This decision highlighted the intricate dynamics within the family, where each member coped with grief in their own way while navigating the legal complexities surrounding Maurice's passing. Upon Maurice Gibb's death, the musician's entire estate, valued at around $24 million, passed to his widow and his two surviving adult children, Samantha and Adam. These two individuals, in their 20s at the time of their father's demise, inherited not only a substantial financial legacy, but also the copyrights to Maurice's extensive body of musical works. The BeeGees, known for hits like Stayin' Alive, had left an indelible mark on the music industry during their heyday, and Maurice's estate encapsulated the valuable copyrights to his contributions. Of Maurice's surviving brothers, it was fraternal twin Robin who seemed to bear the weight of the musician's death most heavily. The close bond between Maurice and Robin, as twins, added a unique dimension to the grief experienced by the surviving siblings. Despite their initial inclination to pursue legal action against the hospital, Yvonne Gibb played a pivotal role in persuading Robin and Barry to forego legal proceedings. The family, ultimately, had to grapple with the painful reality of Maurice's loss and find a way to move forward. In the years that followed Maurice's passing, another blow struck the Gibb family when Robin Gibb passed away in 2012. With Robin's demise, 75-year-old Barry Gibb became the last remaining BeeGee, marking the end of an era for the iconic musical trio. Paul Trinka, the editorial director of the music magazine Mojo, provided insightful commentary on the BeeGees' legacy, shedding light on a reassessment of the band in recent years. According to Trinka, there has been a growing acknowledgement of the BeeGees' artistic merits, challenging preconceived notions about the group. He noted that the BeeGees, often overshadowed by their immense commercial success, were deserving of greater appreciation for their inventiveness and unique contributions to the music industry. In reflecting on the BeeGees' songwriting prowess, Trinka emphasized their originality and the distinctive sound they brought to the musical landscape. He argued that, despite their vast success, the BeeGees had not always received the critical acclaim they deserved, attributing this oversight to a tendency to resent artists who achieve excessive success. This sentiment echoed a common perception in the music industry, where commercial triumphs can sometimes overshadow artistic achievements. Acknowledging the BeeGees as great songwriters, Trinka pointed out that their talents were recognized and appreciated even by iconic figures like John Lennon and Paul McCartney, further validating the depth of their musical contributions. He highlighted albums like Odessa as lost classics, indicating that the BeeGees had produced works of exceptional quality that might have been overlooked in mainstream discussions. While acknowledging that the BeeGees' catalog was not devoid of less successful endeavors, Trinka commended the group for their willingness to experiment and evolve. He emphasized the rarity of artists who continuously push boundaries and explore new musical territories. The BeeGees' commitment to experimentation, as highlighted by Trinka, underscores their resilience and artistic integrity in the face of changing trends and critical reception. The revelation of Maurice Gibb's struggles with alcoholism adds a poignant layer to the narrative surrounding the BeeGees' journey. Chris Hutchins, the group's former press agent, provided insight into the toll that alcoholism took on Maurice's health. Speaking on BBC Radio 5 Live, Hutchins disclosed that Gibb's battle with alcohol greatly impacted his overall well-being, contributing to a weakened state brought on by the self-inflicted hardships he endured. The acknowledgement of Maurice Gibb's struggles with alcoholism sheds light on the challenges the musician faced behind the scenes, beyond the glitz and glamour of his successful career. The term "tormented soul," used by Hutchins, paints a vivid picture of the internal struggles Maurice grappled with, revealing a complex and perhaps tumultuous inner world. The description suggests a profound internal conflict that manifested through the coping mechanism of alcohol, serving as a means of solace or escape. One notable aspect highlighted by Hutchins was Maurice's longing to take on a more prominent role as the group's frontman. Despite the BeeGees' collective success, the dynamics within the band included a desire for recognition and a specific role within the trio. This aspiration to be the group's frontman may have been a manifestation of Maurice's artistic ambitions and a yearning for individual recognition, within the collective brilliance of the BeeGees. The revelation of Maurice's struggles with alcoholism and the characterization of him as a tormented soul humanized the narrative surrounding the BeeGees, emphasizing the complexities that often accompany the pursuit of artistic excellence. It adds a layer of vulnerability to Maurice's persona, showcasing the internal battles that he, like many artists, faced beneath the spotlight. The depth of Maurice Gibb's musical prowess is brought to the forefront through the insights provided by DJ and writer Paul Gambaccini. Maurice, often characterized as the talented multi-instrumentalist within the BeeGees, emerges as a versatile and indispensable force within the group's dynamic. Gambaccini's emphasis on Maurice's instrumental proficiency highlights the breadth of his musical skills. Maurice's ability to seamlessly transition between keyboards, guitar, bass, and percussion showcased a rare versatility that contributed significantly to the BeeGees' signature sound. His role extended beyond vocal contributions, positioning him as a foundational pillar in the band's instrumental arrangements. The acknowledgement of Maurice as the high part in the three-part harmony underscores his crucial role in shaping the BeeGees' distinctive vocal arrangements. Within the intricate tapestry of the group's harmonies, Maurice's contribution added a unique and essential dimension. His vocal range and ability to hit high notes complemented the voices of his brothers, Barry and Robin, creating the magical synergy that became synonymous with the BeeGees' sound. The quote attributed to Maurice himself, as relayed by Gambaccini, captures the essence of the BeeGees' collective brilliance. Maurice's recognition that one of us is okay, two of us is pretty good, but three of us together is magic, encapsulates the transformative power of their combined talents. It speaks to the alchemy that occurred when the Gibb brothers united their voices and musical abilities, producing a harmonious blend that resonated with audiences worldwide. What do you think about Maurice Gibb's death and his negative impact on the BeeGees? Leave us your comments in the section below. We hope you have found this helpful video. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you like it. Thank you for watching this and see you in the next videos. Goodbye.